What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Dap Universal. I'm Dap. So we are looking at what doors are opening up for you. If you are watching this reading, if you see this reading, if you clicked on this, this is for you. This is the message that's going to help you get some confirmation on where your life is going, where your path is, and what doors are opening. If you feel stuck, if you've been feeling like you've been pushed back or have gone through so many hurdles or don't know where you're ending up, say had a tower moment, things just crashing down, the world as you know it just don't even know what's gonna happen. Like if things are up in the air for you, this is the reading for you. I'm also going through my own little tower moment. I won't bore you to death with my own issues, but I'm grateful for everybody who has sent me money, well wishes. I'm kind of living out of a suitcase in a hotel right now because I'm homeless, because my living situation just fell through. Go read my community post if you're interested in that. But I'm a lot more hopeful today than I was 2 days ago. 2 days ago I was really in a bad place, and because of y'all, I'm in a better spirit. I feel like I actually can overcome this and end up at a much better place than I've ever been. So like I said, y'all know how this works. Pick your pile, choose an image that resonates with you, check the timestamps in the description for your reading. We're so close to 5,000 subscribers. I think we only have like less than 10 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers. That's crazy. I don't know 5,000 people. Thank y'all so much for being here, subscribing, joining our little community here. That means the world to me. Liking the video, that's also a great way to show that you enjoy this content, and that way other people can see the content as well in the algorithm. But I won't bore you to death. I'll let you pick out your piles, and I will see you at your reading. Bye for now. Spirit guide you. Blessings in all we do. All right, so what's up, pile number one? Welcome to your reading on the doors that are opening for you right now. Okay, so if you're in a spot where you feel like you where all the doors are closed, or you may be stuck, or you don't know where to go, or if you're on the right path, this is for you. I want to break down the energy of your rune, which is Tiwaz. Tiwaz is basically the energy. It's a masculine rune. It's a very, look at it, it's a very phallic looking rune. But it's about victory, strength, leadership. It's justice. It's about integrity. It's about it's almost like the emperor, if in a rune, you know. It's very much that energy, going after the things that you want, and standing up for what you believe in, and having determination. It's all of that. You have to be willing to fight for it. It's all of that. So with this pile, I feel like there is a energy of having to kind of maybe fight for what you want and be patient. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna read you Tiwaz out of this book, because I feel like the guidebook will definitely paint you a picture of what that energy really is. And then we'll go deeper. So Tiwaz is sacrifice, victory, leadership, principles, and it's symbolized by an upwardly pointing arrow. It's about justice and doing what's right. When the rune appears, it can hint at making a sacrifice for the greater good. You may be called upon to put your personal ambitions aside for the moment to do something that's more urgent or important right now. You may need to take care of a loved one who's ill, or make a compromise in a relationship or at work. While it may feel frustrating, the rewards will be rich in the long run, and you will earn the respect and gratitude of others for your efforts. It's also about integrity, fairness, and staying true to your convictions. When taking action, it's important that you stick to your principles and don't stray from your values. Tiwaz is also encouraging you to go after your goals right now with courage and commitment. The theme of sacrifice pops up again. You may need to make some of the time or financial kind, but it will be worth it to make your dreams happen. So sacrifices and commitment. And especially with the Seven of Pentacles. So you may feel like things may be put on hold or something like that, you know? Things may be you may feel like things are either put on hold or like you've been pushed back. Like how am I supposed to do what I feel like I need to be doing when I have all these obstacles, like that make it impossible for me to do it, you know? It could be, it's really just saying sometimes we have to be able to prioritize and shift a little bit. Like, whenever you decide to do something, whether it's developing a skill or just fleshing out a certain side of yourself that you want to explore, you put other things on the back burner, but it doesn't mean that you can't go back and revisit them. For example, I do tarot readings on YouTube. I'm a psychic tarot reader. I do this. But once upon a time, I was really trying to be a musician. I was writing music, making beats. Most of the beats that you hear on this channel, I made. The theme song I made like years ago. Like I wanted to be on stage making music. I was a singer. So it's like, I'm doing this now, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll go back and I'll get to explore that side of myself again and make music, you know, as for a living. I don't know, but I do know that those skills that I have are there and I can always go back and revisit them. Right now I'm doing this because this is what I need to be doing, but there's still a part of me that wants to go back and perform, you know, music or even just acting or just something that's not related to spirituality, you know, entertainment is what I'm trying to say. And that's just an example, but it's like saying everything in its season, everything in its season. So we do what we're called to do when we need to do it. And you have to know that, certain opportunities that come up, take them, even if they don't necessarily align with that main goal you have. It may be a side goal. Take it, do it. It may lead you right back around to where you want to be. We are meant to be fully fledged, complex, multifaceted beings. You know, you don't have to identify with just being one thing, you know, and nothing's going to happen overnight. So it's going to, with you, this pilot is going to take patience. This is about the long haul. It's about the long haul. Nothing about your success is going to be instant. I see that with the Seven of Pentacles. I see that. That's an investment. That's hard work paying off. That's you paying your dues. That's you nurturing your skills, deepening your skills and your knowledge and experience over time, and being satisfied with where you are at any given time, and not expecting, like, say, a breakthrough moment, just like boom, you know? Because it's not realistic for you. The Ten of Pentacles comes up in reverse. The King of Cups. So basically what this is saying is your money is very much tied to how you fit, your finances, your financial success is directly tied to your emotional connection to it. So if you're not emotionally connected to whatever it is you're doing, then you're gonna have a really hard time being successful, because it's just, your heart's not gonna be in it, and it's just, that energy is just gonna weigh you down. You're not meant to do anything that you don't enjoy doing. No job, no chore. Like, you know, sometimes we have to do what we have to do. Like, if you have to get a job to make money, or do something that you don't necessarily want to do to take care of some responsibilities, and you do it, but you have to prioritize, like, this is temporary. This is for now. I'm not going to get stuck. I'm going to use this to fund what I really want to do, you know? Or work a job that you don't really care for too much, but behind the scenes, you're perfecting your skills to transition into something else, maybe more creative or spiritual, you know? And I feel like if that's the route that you go, then your skills will speak for themselves. I'll say that. They will speak for themselves. But I do feel like even if it's not, say, spiritual or whatever, it's like, say you work for a company and you work there entry level, just kind of understanding like the nature of that specific company. Say if it's, say, technology, we'll say technology, a phone company or something like that. We'll say that. You work there and you learn how all of that works. You learn how to troubleshoot. You learn how like the technology of the phones, the softwares, like what, like the differences between the models, like this, like you learn all the little specs, right? And then you decide to, I don't know, start doing YouTube videos reviewing phones and electronics, and you know what you're talking about because you have experience in it. It's, you know exactly what you're talking about. And people, and that's a good way for you to transition out of, say, working at a call center at a phone company. You know what I'm saying? Like at a cell phone company, because you've learned from that job that has nothing to do with being a tech reviewer online, right? But you may end up doing that. Or if you have some experience fixing phones, like say if you worked at a repair shop, like at an actual electronic store, and you are trained to, say, fix the phones, right? Or fix the computers. You may end up opening up your own business, doing that on your own time, you know, making your own money and not and doing that yourself because you have learned. So it's kind of like that is what I'm getting. Like, don't sleep on the skills that you already have. Don't underestimate the experience that you have just working out here doing what you may think of as mundane, menial jobs. You can take that knowledge and turn it into a business for yourself, or something for yourself, a legacy for yourself, if you want it to, you know? Now, this Three of Cups, though, this is about networking and friends in high places, you know, support. So what I see with this is part of your success, a part of the doors that are open for you will come through somebody else, someone recognizing your greatness, someone recognizing the potential that you have, someone recognizing the accomplishments and the benefits that you can bring to the table, you know? So I feel like it only takes one person. It doesn't have to be a group of people. It can be one person that supports you and believes in you enough to help you in the most random way. This could come about in someone, like maybe they know people, have connections, and could like maybe introduce you to somebody. It could really even just be somebody who just gives you a pep talk. You know, someone who's your personal cheerleader, like reminding you what you're doing and why you're doing it. And reminding you when you're feeling low and down, like what your strengths are. Keep people around who are genuinely impressed by you, who genuinely see greatness in you, who there will be people who will come in contact with you and be like, dang, there's something so special about you. And you may not believe it, but those are the people that you want to keep in your corner. Those are the people that you want to keep around you, because eventually you will believe it. You will believe it. The more you hear it, the more you believe it. Even if it's somebody that you think may not see you in the right light. Because I think sometimes people have imposter syndrome. People have the little voice in their head saying like, oh, they think I'm this way, but I'm not that way. Like you've just been, I don't know, tricking people or something, or like they just really see you as greater than you really are. That's not true. That's not true. You are great. And I feel like the more you surround yourself with people who see that in you, but also people who have like goals or just goals in general, that will definitely help you. I feel like the key to your success involves collaboration as well. Part of what you do is almost like doing it in packs. It's like with that Tiwaz rune, which was about commitment and being honest and integrity, right? And it's like that's a very much, you're meant to be a leader around people. It could be a group of people or whatever, or even just like say an expert or an authority in whatever lane that you choose. You know, you're meant to be somebody that sets the standard. You're meant to set the standard. And it may be a long time coming, but every single day you get closer and closer and closer. You planted the seeds a long time ago. You get closer and closer and closer to that version of yourself. And you won't even realize it once you're there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's such small, steady progress that you may wake up and be like, dang, wait, I have my own company, you know? Oh shoot, dang, when did I get here? You know, it's not gonna be a boom like major shift like out of nowhere, like pull the rug up from underneath you. This is going to be a long-term investment, slow and steady. But I think your progress, or like say that breakthrough moment will come, but I think it comes through somebody. It comes through the help of somebody, and that may come kind of random, but this is what you're working towards, you know? It's like, let your work speak for itself. Let who you are shine through and let people see like, dang, they have so much potential, and let them lift you, and you will lift them. You will lift others. It takes a village. No one got anywhere on their own by themselves. It's just not how the world works. It's just not. So there's no shame in it. It's what it is. But sound off in the comments and let me know if this resonated, how this resonated. Y'all know I love you so much. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And remember, guys, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.
Blessings in all we do. That do to
What's up, pal number 2, and welcome to your reading on what doors are opening for you. Big major changes happening for you, shifts, all of that. What doors are opening for you? So when you watch this, you are probably going through a major transition. You're probably going through just something that's going to get you to a better place, a more evolved place, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, even if it feels like you're stuck, if all the doors are closed. This reading is definitely for you. Okay, so Augie's is my favorite rune. It's the one that you see right there, and it's my birth rune. Everybody has a birth rune. If you didn't know, look into it if you are curious about it. But mine is Augie's, and it is the rune of protection, spiritual protection, and support and healing. It's a great rune, and so for you to pick this rune, it's like saying there's no reason at all for you to hesitate or have fear about your journey, because you're not going to be ruined. You're not going to hit rock bottom to the point where you don't know you'll never recover. You definitely will. Everybody goes through ups and downs. Everybody does in some way, shape, or form. There's no way around it. That's life. But with Augie's, it's saying you are protected. You are supported in the physical and especially the spiritual. I'm going to read you what Augie says in this guidebook. I feel like it explains it a lot better than just me. And then we'll get more into it. But it says Augie's is the rune of protection, healing, support, self-interest, and the wisdom of the universe. It's symbolized by the elk, which uses its powerful antlers for warding off its foes. It does like antlers, like the symbol itself looks like antlers. The appearance of Augie's can be a nudge to check in with your own protection levels. Make sure you are taking care of your physical and emotional needs and not overextending yourself, which could leave you vulnerable. Augies can indicate that you are indeed protected right now, making it a safe time to explore some new horizons. Sign up for that class you've dreamt about. Visit somewhere new, or take up an exciting new hobby. Willpower is another characteristic of Augies. If you've been wanting to dedicate yourself to study, train for your first marathon, or kick an unhealthy habit like smoking, this is a thumbs up from the universe that you will find the gumption to stick it out. You got this. This is what it's saying. So it's basically like you're protected. There's a door that's opening for you with divine support behind it. You know, Augies indicates that I think spiritual guidance and higher protection will keep you where you need to be without going too far off the path if you trust yourself and your intuition. You know, you should also think about if you don't know how to read tarot for yourself or astrology or whatever, like tapping into like maybe divination or tapping into any kind of meditative practice, Reiki, anything that can kind of get you aligned to that energy, you know? Because if you pull this particular spread, you're very, very spiritually gifted anyway. You're very spiritually gifted anyway. So it's going to be a test for you to use that inner wisdom and those inner gifts to support you in life. And it's almost like it's happening just so you can see how powerful that you are. You know, you are very powerful. But the card that you pulled was the Five of Pentacles, which is about loss and financial struggles, hardship. So basically what it's saying is like you may end up feeling like you're financially just ruined or financially just like gone through like a major setback or like have you struggling or something like that. But I guarantee you that the doors that are going to open for you is going to get you right back where you need to be. It may even be like a feeling of feeling like left out or locked out in the cold or abandoned. It doesn't have to be like physical in the sense of like monetary or financial. It could also be feeling like you have been abandoned or shoved out somewhere, like you're less than, or treated like you're less than, treated like you don't have a sense of community or family or something like that. It's like it's a sense of lack. And I feel like the biggest part in your journey with these doors opening for you is learning how to heal that. You're gonna have to heal these abandonment issues that you may have, heal these nonsensical, untrue ideas that you may have about yourself and how you fit in or how you're worthy. It's not true, you know? Those feelings of rejection, feeling like you don't fit in or feeling like you just aren't made for society or something like that is not true. You may be eccentric, you may be a little quirky, you may even be say you may march to the beat of your own drum, but you are not an alien. You're not the black sheep. Even if you feel like it, you aren't. You're just unique. You don't have to be like everybody else, you know? And I feel like this may be a pile that faced a lot of adversity. There may be something about you, whether you're minority, different sexual orientation, just hell, a woman. Like you may feel marginalized in a certain type of way. I feel that with this pile. I do. And I think people who are born marginalized, like say if you were born say black or born say any race in a country where you're not the majority, right? So if you're in America and you're not white, you may be treated differently. Or even if you were white, it's like if you were disabled, if you have a disability, if you have anything about you that that society would deem as not the ideal, then I'm sure you felt a strong energy of rejection or feeling like you don't belong in certain groups or in certain places or certain lifestyles because of who you are, and that's not true. And I think with this Judgment card, what happens is you finally see yourself for who you are and your true potential. I feel like you finally get this sense of truly getting to be reborn. Like the Judgment card is about almost like rebirth. If you notice the card, it's like it's Gabriel blowing a horn, raising the dead. It's Judgment Day, you know. It's basically saying, I think you do get a chance to kind of be reborn in a sense, wake up to yourself, and truly just live. And with that Judgment Day like reference, while I got that on my mind, also it's like saying, at the end of the day, we all have to answer to somebody about what we've done. All of our actions, you know, we all get judged, right? Isn't that how it goes? We all get judged at the end of the day. We all have to face our sins and face our every little thing that we've done, correct? So live your life that way. Live your life that way. At the end of the day, no one can judge you. Nobody but God, your higher self, the future version of yourself looking back. Like, don't care so much about what other people think. Don't care so much about what people expected you to be versus who you are. Because all you can be is you. And your purpose may not align with what, say, your family wanted it to be. Your purpose may not align with even maybe what you thought it was going to be. You know, you're going to make some life-changing decisions that have to do with you completely stepping into your power. And I feel like for you specifically, it may have a lot to do. It may have a lot to do with this idea of what exactly and who exactly am I when no one is telling me who that is. It's like, it's the energy of someone maybe like even moving away or like leaving, like say like leaving town and moving, starting new where nobody knows them and reinventing themselves just to get an understanding of who they really are without people reminding them, oh, you're this, you're that, you know. And if they can actually survive somewhere, or be able to do it on their own, that's for somebody. If you want to move, if you want to just like start over and just get away and reinvent yourself, do that and come back. You know, even if it's like for 6 months or a year, do that. You know, because you're being called to transform. Being called to transform, especially if you've like say lost like a job or lost like say something that was very tied to your identity. This is your chance to break away from it and find out who you are now. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. But you're gonna have to release the past version of yourself, of who you thought you were. You have to release this idea that you're struggling too. You have to release that idea that you aren't smart enough or worth it, or you aren't made for that kind of success. You can do whatever you want to do. Even if it's something that most people find to be absurd, like, oh, you can be a rock star. Learn the guitar. Who cares? Do it. Do it. If that's what your calling is, do it. I see Justice in reverse, and I see the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like with your karma, it's not easy for you to accept yourself. Something about like, it's just part of it. Your karma in this lifetime made it not easy for you to accept yourself and celebrate yourself. The Four of Wands in reverse, it's like you have to learn how to do that first. You have to learn how to celebrate yourself. You have to learn how to fully embrace yourself. Because once you do, you'll find that you have your own brand of success, your own brand of magic, your own brand of everything that you need in order to feel fulfilled. But like I said, I feel like this happens after maybe a hardship. The Three of Swords comes up after some disappointment, after things kind of come crumbling down, because you have to pick yourself back up. So if you are in the midst of that, if you're in the thick of that, then take this as your sign that whoever you were pretending to be that led you up to this point, let that person go. Fully embrace that person that you've always wanted to be, that you've been afraid to be, that you thought wasn't valuable enough. Be that person. That person is more than enough. That person is everything. That person belongs here. That person deserves to take up space and to let other people bask in it. You deserve to be you. We need you to be you. Inspire the people around you to also do the same. Be themselves. It's empowering to see somebody like really go through a full transformation, but in an authentic way, saying, screw it, I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. I'm done. I'm me. It's empowering. It's healing for you and the people who are inspired by that. But sound off in the comments. Let me know how this resonated, if this resonated. And remember, guys, I love you to pieces. Thank you so much for everything, for being here, for watching, for the support, the kindness. I'm so lucky and grateful to have a community that's growing, you know? Just stay safe. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.
If you got spirit, spirit got you. Blessings in all we do.
What up, pal number 3? Welcome to your reading on what doors are opening for you. So get right into it. Perthro is the rune that you pulled, and that rune is all about mystery. It's about the things that are hidden, things that you like don't quite know what's going on. It's almost like you have to just trust that that things are going to happen the way they need to, or things are going to happen to lead you to where you need to be. But this particular pile is kind of about like not knowing what's next. It may even be like, I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like it's when your life is so up in the air, or things are so up in the air that you have no idea how and where and why, how things are going to end up being the way that you need them to be. So, and I think we all go through these moments a few times in life, maybe more than a few times, but it's like you have to surrender to the idea that you can control right now. This isn't about control. This is about surrendering and allowing. And as you open yourself up and allow things to come through, I feel like you'll find unexpected synchronicities. They'll confirm that you're on the right path, or kind of help you shift towards a better path. And the less you resist feeling uncomfortable, the more things will fall into place for you in a positive way. The more blessings you'll be able to see, the more opportunities you'll be able to grab a hold of, because these opportunities are kind of hidden with Perthro. They're kind of hidden. They're happening behind the scenes, and you don't get to fully like see them until they're ready. And it's just like, bam, right in your face. It's almost like someone who like maybe wins the lottery, or somebody who stumbles upon something, or if you just find yourself at the right place at the right time, basically, you know? That basically is the energy of Perthro. But I think I'm going to read it to you out the book to give you a better understanding of what that energy is. So I think the guidebook does do a really good job at explaining the energy of Perthro. So, all right, so Perthro. It literally means cup. It's mystery, randomness, coincidence, secrets, that kind of thing. And it says, the most enigmatic of all runes, Perthro is about hidden knowledge. It speaks to mystery, secrets, and spooky coincidences. A situation that may be puzzling or unknown may soon be explained. There could be a revelation of some kind. Someone may spill a secret that they've been keeping, or a surprising new place of information will provide the answer to a frustrating conundrum. Most likely, the knowledge uncovered will be in the form of a juicy insight from your intuition. Be on the lookout for subtle signals and signs. Try switching off your phone for a while, practicing some meditation, or simply going for a quiet walk. This will give you the space you need to tune into that wise voice inside that instinctively knows what's best for you. This is a particularly good time to work with runes or tarot more regularly, or other forms of divination, as you will be more open to their wisdom. So the answers are there, but you have to let them come in, without forcing, letting them come in. Now, with this Ten of Cups in reverse, which is really interesting, I feel like it's saying that whatever your ideal used to be, or your dream come true, or whatever that happiness whatever you thought would make you happy, may be different. It may be changing. Like, say, some old dream or some old aspiration may not quite fit with who you are now. And that may be why this energy is kind of coming in the way it is, to kind of get you to be able to stop and see that there are other things that may make you way more happy, way more fulfilled, that happiness is coming. The Ten of Cups in reverse doesn't say that happiness isn't coming. It is coming, but just not in the way that you expect it. So, in a lot of different ways that this may kind of come up is, your emotional stability may be kind of up and down. Like, you may be experiencing emotions a lot more intense than you normally do, or if you have in the past, or you may feel differently about certain things now that you've experienced more. You may find yourself crying when you're like, why am I crying? Or you may find yourself just more emotional about certain things that normally didn't bother you, or you never thought about. Your empathy is expanding. Also, your family relationships or family dynamics, or what you thought the ideal family is for you, may look different now. Marriage and kids, you may end up wanting to, adopt or be a surrogate, or a foster parent or something like that. Who knows? But you may be redefining what it is that makes you happy, and it may go past like societal norms. It may look different from what say society would probably say you should go after, you should aspire to. You may end up ending a marriage or a relationship that once was exactly what it needed to be, was perfect, but maybe you outgrow it. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may outgrow your relationship and or your needs in a relationship. It may just shift. It may require the roles to kind of change a little bit. Like, say, if you don't work, but your partner works, that may flip. You may have to go back to work while your partner doesn't work. Who knows? But there's an energy of like what you thought your life was going to be like is completely different with this Ten of Cups. And what you thought was going to make you happy may not be exactly what's going to happen, but you'll still find happiness within that. External success doesn't mean happiness. Whenever we play the parts, or whenever we feel like we are living up to, like, say, what we are supposed to do, it may not make us as happy. It may not make us as happy. So let go of those outdated dreams. Don't be so afraid of change or things that happen that make it so what you thought or what your ideal would be, if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't pan out the way that you once thought it was, like, don't think of it as, oh, I'm never going to be happy. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to find happiness somewhere else, or in something else, or in a different way. You know, happiness is not a state of being, it's a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find happiness. You have to find the gratitude and the happiness within that. Now with the Fool card that comes up, that basically just confirms everything that I was saying. It's a confirmation for everything I was saying. Even though this idea of whatever you thought your happiness was going to be, or whatever you thought, you were searching for, that emotional fulfillment that may not pan out, it's like the Fool gives us an opportunity to take a leap and step into the unknown and find bliss somewhere else, to find this almost childish type of like excitement and happiness somewhere else, by doing what is different, what's unexpected, something that's a path that you've never taken before, you know? So you may leave a toxic situation for the unknown, and find yourself in a better place. You may say yes to an opportunity that you don't 100% feel ready for, but you should. But taking it, you'll realize that it was for you. You know, you don't need a whole lot of experience sometimes, or you don't need a whole lot of credentials a lot of times. Sometimes you just need a spirit of wanting to do a good job, or wanting to do that thing, or just having enough faith in yourself that you can do it, you know? Even if you're learning as you do it. You don't have to be perfect at something before you go after it, right? But the biggest doors that are changing for you are the very things that make you happy. I see death. I see the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Your money is going to be the biggest thing to change. Like, once you step into that energy and do that unexpected thing, so it may be really unconventional. You may be a tarot reader with the Perth Throw. You may be a reader. You may be somebody. Just, you can do anything unconventional, really. Those skills that you have, those very special skills that you have or that you can develop, will make you money. The Empress comes up clarifying that. With this Death card, that's Taurus and Scorpio. It's basically tapping into this energy of self-worth, knowing that everything and anything you want, you can manifest, you can create, you can bring into this world. There's no cap to how successful you can be. It's about changing your mindset with that Death card. That Death card is about changing your mindset and transforming into the creator. The 2 of Swords. With the Ace of Pentacles. You'll have to be able to take off your blindfold, though. Basically, to be able to sit and really make decisive choices, not letting the universe make choices for you, not letting, not sitting by and just like not actively deciding on what you want to do once you're presented with the options. The Ace of Pentacles is like saying, here's a gift for you, here's a blessing for you, an opportunity, but you have to be able to see it. So you're going to have to be able to quiet your mind. You have to be able to have an open mind. Even if it's not exactly what you thought you wanted to do, you're going to have to be able to say, you know what, that may work for me, you know? Even if I didn't plan this for myself, or I didn't see that, or I didn't know that was an option, it's like, maybe I can explore that. Always remain open, because that's how your door is going to open. especially with the Ace of Swords. And you'll know what you need to know as you need to know it. The moon comes up. You won't always feel like you're in the dark. You won't always feel like you're just out here searching for something. No, this is a very specific test for you. A very specific test for you to get to a place where you can just tap into that energy of always kind of like being in flow and being open to whatever may cross your path without being afraid of it, without being stuck or gripping and clinging on to some expectation that just doesn't serve you anymore. So basically what this message is saying is what you thought you wanted may be changing, but something even better is out there for you. That door is going to open for you. You just got to be brave, embrace the unknown, and trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. You know? And that may be even better than how you're expecting it, you know? Your own plans. The universe has plans for you. Your plans may not always line up exactly with the universe's, but you have to trust that it's for you. And it may even be better than what you expected or what you had for yourself. But sound off in the comments. Let me know how this resonated. If this resonated, I love you guys. You can book a personal reading if you would like. Thank y'all for the donations. I'm going through my own tower moment as in this moment myself. But, you know, I'm getting through it, especially with the support and the kindness that y'all have shown me. I couldn't ask for anything else. But remember this, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.